John Poyer along with Jim Henrik. Welcome back to the shores of Lake Washington. You see the boats heading out now for Heat 1B. This is Mitch Evans and the Miss Rock KISW. In the background, American Speedy Printing. Andy Coker going out. There's Executel Telephones with Scotty Pierce, the national point leader. And as the boats head out for the course, here are the drivers, Jerry Hopp and the Oboyo Berto. Andy Coker out of Florida in the American Speedy Printing, the only conventional boat to be driving behind the motor. Mitch Evans out of Lake Chelan, Washington, driving the Miss Rock KISW. Joining the group, Scotty Pierce, as I said, on top of the mountain in national points for 1985. Only a 200-point lead. And Chip Hanauer, the top qualifier aboard the Miller American. Very quickly looking at the qualifying speeds. Again, Miller American at 140. Executone Telephones, the Miss Rock, American Speedy, and Oboyo Berto. Interesting shot. Very nice shot from our helicopter camera. You see the boats maintaining their lanes and getting ready for the start. We're under 10 seconds, down to 6 seconds. American Speedy Printing a little too fast. Andy Coker slowing down. Here comes Scotty Pierce, 1 second. All the boats very safe for the start of Heat 1B. Here they come into the south turn. The turbine-powered Miller American from about lane number 3, scooting out in front of everybody as he goes around the apex buoy and heads for the backstretch. Lane number 3, it's Miller American in first place. Executone Telephones in second place, going down the back straightaway along the log boom. Chip Hanauer out of Seattle, first place. Here comes Hanauer now into the north turn. The water here still very bad. This boat sometimes almost appears immune to rough water. A Jim Lucero designed boat. He is the team manager, co-owner of this boat. And it runs beautifully. A Seattle-based hydroplane in second place. Here comes Executel Telephones down the main straightaway now, completing lap number 1. Speed for the lead boats as you see the Oboyo Berto, the Miller American at 119.7 miles per hour. The Miss Rock KISW, Mitch Evans, dead in the water. Here's some of the Miller American crew. John Love on the right. Tiffany Bangs was watching as well. An adopted team member, you might say. Here's Executel Telephones crew. Their boat is in second place with Scotty Pierce. His speed for lap number 1, 106 miles per hour. Andy Coker and the conventional boat, the American Speedy Printing, the last boat on the circuit now that still has the engine in front of the driver. Again, on the second lap is Chip Hanauer out of Seattle coming around that north turn. The boat gliding absolutely beautifully. The big air scoop above Chip's head as well as on the sides to handle that Lycoming 11. It's a huge engine with 4,000 horsepower. This is an engine-powered Executone Telephones. American Speedy Printing and Andy Coker, an Allison engine out of a P-51 Mustang Fighter. And this again, Jerry Hopp and the Oboyo Berto. Third place, American Speedy Printing. Back to the leader on lap number 3, going down the back chute. You see all the pleasure cruisers out there, 3,000 to 4,000 boats out there, who knows how many people. Just a wonderful day to celebrate hydroplane racing here on Lake Washington. Executone Telephones walking back and forth on those sponsons going down the very tough rollers along the back chute. They'll bounce off the log boom, come back onto the course, and they're parallel with the direction of the boats, which can really drive the boats and the drivers crazy trying to maintain high speeds and still battle those waves. Chip Hanauer, no problem for that boat right now. There's the builder and the co-owner, Jim Lucero, with a binocular studying the attitude of that boat as it goes down the back chute. He also built this boat, as a matter of fact. Executone Telephones, owned by Bill Worcester out of Seattle. American Speedy Printing looks like he's got a challenge right now by the Oboyo Berto. No, it's Chip Hanauer, the Miller American, about to lap Andy Coker. The Miller American had trouble with its engines earlier during testing this week. In fact, they blew up one of their Lycoming engines. They had to take the boat back to the shop down in nearby Kent, Washington, about 20 miles south of here. They repaired the boat in time, no serious structural damage. They got it back, they qualified on Friday, and they were back in ready to go racing. Chip Hanauer hoping to pick up a 4th straight Gold Cup today. That will take place in the final if he can make it. He would pick up 400 points with a victory here and would be well on his way to that final. Nobody has ever won in modern history more than 3 Gold Cups in a row. Chip Hanauer has done it. Bill Muncy did it back in his racing years. but he would be the first in modern times to win 4 straight Gold Cups. He's got a great shot at it today as he comes around the north turn for the final time in Heat 1B. The winner, 400 points in 1B, the Miller American, Chip Hanauer. And again, looking at the numbers, Miller American with those 400 big ones. Executone Telephone's in good shape. And keep in mind, they're all trying to get into the top 6 area and make the final. Let's go down to the pits and talk with Chip. Well, Chip, I suppose like a football player, you get rid of the butterflies after the first good shot. I would imagine you got a few out there on that rough water.
Yeah, it's horribly rough, and I had to run pretty quick to keep the boat nice and aired out so I wouldn't beat it up so bad. We saw what happened to 7-Eleven. We really didn't want that to happen to us.
So the thinking is much like Detroit. Go fast enough to stay over the bumps.
Yeah, it's even, I think, harder here than Detroit. The frequency, meaning the duration of the waves are different, and it really beats everything up.
Meanwhile, members from virtually every boat camp are down at the 7-Eleven helping out. You can see them cutting strips of wood. They'll go on the bottom of the sponson. They're called battens. A lot of people helping out. Let's see if they can make the second flight. You've seen the cliff divers of Acapulco. Well, these are the bridge divers of Seattle. And boy, are they going to get in trouble if they live through it. We'll return to Lake Washington. Oh, my goodness. In just a moment.